Hello everyone, thank you for being here today. Have you noticed your grocery bill getting higher even when you're buying the same items every week? Many people are facing this problem right now, and it's becoming harder to keep up with the cost of food. It's not your imagination. Prices really are rising, and most families are feeling the pressure. Over the last few years, the cost of basic foods has gone up a lot. Items like eggs, bread, fresh vegetables, chicken, and even some snacks all cost more than they used to. The increase might seem small from week to week, but over the time it adds up. And suddenly, a shopping trip that used to cost $80 now costs over $100 even when you're buying the same items. There is just not one single reason for this. There are a few major things happening at the same time that affect the price of food. One reason is that conflicts around the world have made it harder to transport supplies like grain and fertilizer. When it becomes more expensive or more difficult to get these things to farms, the final cost of foods becomes higher. Another cause is the extreme weather. Most farms have been hit by severe heat and stronger storms. Even one bad growing season can affect prices for months. Transportation is another big part of the problem. Trucks, ships, and factories still deal with the higher expenses because fuel prices are up and there are not enough workers in many places. When it becomes more costly to move food from farms to stores, those extra costs ended up being paid by customers as well. And even though the pandemic is mostly over, some problems in the supply chain never completely disappear. So stores are still trying to get back to normal. All of this has a real impact on families. It makes planning a weekly budget stressful. People are spending more time comparing prices, checking sales, or going to multiple stores just to save a few dollars. Some families are cutting back on certain foods or buying smaller amounts. But even though we can't control the world events or weather, there are simple things we can do to manage the impact. One helpful strategy is meal planning, deciding ahead of time what you want to cook so you can only buy what you need. Sometimes even small changes like cooking one extra meal at home instead of ordering takeout can give a little more room in the budget. Rising food prices are a real challenge and they can be frustrating, but they are not impossible to deal with. By staying informed, planning ahead, and making thoughtful decisions, we can stretch our budgets and still take good care of ourselves and our families. We may not be able to control everything going on in the world, but we can take control over the decisions we make in our own kitchens. And little by little, those choices can make a big difference.